HomeSafe is an opportunity for women and children who are in bad situations to be able to go somewhere where they can be safe.
If a stranger asked me what HomeSafe was or how they could receive services within Sumner, Wilson, or Robertson County, I would introduce them to HomeSafe as the only program available within these 3 counties.
It's a domestic violence program that is helping victims in their worst moment with a lot of patience and a lot of care.
HomeSafe helps people right here, neighbors, friends. You know that when you're working with HomeSafe that you're helping the people who are around you in your neighborhoods, in the grocery store, and you might never know who those people are, but you know that you're doing something better for your immediate surroundings.
There's counseling available, there is a shelter available, there's the 24-hour helpline, and that the most important thing is that the people who run the program, who are involved with direct client services, they understand the needs of the survivor while also understanding that it must be survivor-led.
My first and second marriage were domestic violence, so I saw where women get to a point where they're in so much fear that they're afraid to leave a situation because of the repercussions. I had the passion and could share my story and help others get out of situations and let them know that they're coming to a place where they're going to be safe, they're going to be loved, they're going to be taken care of. It's a place where they can break down and they know that their child is going to be safe.
My name is Margot Mitchell, and I am the shelter supervisor here at HomeSafe. I'm there to help the ladies with their healing process. When they come to us, some of them, their wings are broken, so I'm that person that comes in there and give them that courage that they need to build themselves back up, to know that they are worthy of living a life without someone telling them what they can and what they can't do. So I'm there just to build up their self-esteem.
Every community needs a program like HomeSafe, particularly a program that has such committed, passionate staff members, because oftentimes that can make up for things that rural programs cannot provide. Strictly having the passionate, committed staff that HomeSafe always has.
I have some clients that it was their savior. Other ones describe like their angel, because they found everything in HomeSafe that they needed at that moment of their life.
Because I've seen so many ladies come, and a lot of success stories. I've seen a lady come, her and her son, they've come to us, and she didn't think that she was worthy of being out in the community and and working, and she felt like she had failed not only herself but her son. But recently I have seen her, and she's doing great. Her son has graduated from high school, and they're living quote unquote a normal life now.
I enjoy a lot my job at HomeSafe. I saw life completely transformed from being depressed and really broken to be built up and owning their lives and moving on in their lives and being an example for their children about strength and about self-love.
But yes, there was a HomeSafe client that walked in the door the very first time that she disclosed that she was a survivor of domestic violence. And I was her first advocate, and I continued to be her advocate. And she went through the usual challenges of a survivor. She came into shelter with her children. She went back to her abuser. She came back into shelter with her children. She found her own place. She moved into her own place, had the additional problems with her abuser. We went and got orders of protection. We continued to help her with food. We helped her with counseling. We helped her with child care. So she was so much better off. She had the foundation where she could recognize the red flags. and she is now a very successful independent woman. She has a really great job. One of her children is in college. She is so proud of the work she's done, and every time I speak to her, she mentions with a shaky voice and tears in her eyes that she would not be where she is now, if even alive, if it hadn't been for HomeSafe.
When I came into the situation, I was hopeless until I found HomeSafe. I was in a very abusive relationship for years and had 2 kids with him and lost my oldest too in the process. The last straw was when my son stepped in between me and him. And all I could see was my son was gonna end up dead. So I Googled HomeSafe on a Sunday. I called them on a Monday. I met with them on a Tuesday. And Wednesday I was out. The whole HomeSafe association just became my family. They were there for me through every step that I needed to take. They helped me understand my goals and to reach them. Anything I needed, and they were there. They helped me with my kids, and they helped me in the application process for finding my own home, which I eventually got. Regained custody of my oldest 2 kids. We just built our life back up. I got a vehicle. I started college. I'm fixing to graduate. But every step along the way, HomeSafe has been there for me with anything that I needed. Everybody that worked with me holds a space in my heart.
There's something about the heart of HomeSafe. It just brings people in, and you don't want to let go. Despite difficulties in nonprofit, despite difficulties in rural, lower income communities, there is just a heart and soul of HomeSafe.
When I think of the people that we're able to help through our resources, and when I think about an organization that I want to partner with and be involved in, this is it. It's hard, right? It's not fun, but the impact we have on the lives of the people we help and their children and their families, it's rewarding.
Every individual, regardless of what their experiences might be, they're persisting, they're carrying on. And so what HomeSafe means and what it does is to empower survivors, empower the people that make use of the services, and bring them new life.
I've seen many lives affected by it, and I just want women to know that, and men also, but women to know that if they are struggling with making a decision to leave a situation that they're in, that there are places that they can go, and there are people that care, and HomeSafe is one of those places.
I want to say this, and I don't say this too often, but I'm a victim of domestic violence. And I tell the ladies, look at me. And when I say look at me, you can survive this. You can do it. You can come out, I hate to say it, on top, but I always tell them, look at me.